Hi guys! Recently, a lot of people are messaging me on Instagram and asking for advice on how to deal with their credit card debts, and I am happy to help you guys. So, in today's video, we will be talking about how you can settle them and how you can apply for a credit card amnesty program. How's it going, everyone? The name's Oshin, and in this channel, I talk about personal finance, some tech that can help you, lifestyle hacks, and whatnots. So how we're going to flow this discussion is that number one, we will discuss first what happens when you're not paying your credit card bills anymore. And number two, what to do in case that you are still being contacted by banks to pay your debt. And number three, what are you going to do in the case that you are not being contacted by banks anymore, but rather collecting agencies are contacting you instead. But before I start, I just would like to remind everyone to please do not evade your credit card debts. Sa Tagalog, huwag niyong taguan ang mga utang ninyo sa credit card. A lot of people are saying to me and to other people na,
wala naman nakukulong sa utang eh.
okay, this is true. But if you use your credit card for number one, illegal reasons such as gambling and buying of illegal items, and number two, and if it's proven that you are evading your credit card debts or loans, like example, pinaltan mo yung address mo tsaka yung numbers mo and hindi mo in-inform yung bank, then these are valid reasons for you to be charged with the appropriate judicial cases. And this could lead you to prison or even paying larger fines. So better ask a lawyer always for legal advice. Okay, so let's get into it. So if you haven't paid for usually at least 2 consecutive months already, banks will send you a notice first that you will need to pay your debt as soon as possible, and that is with interest already, of course, na reflected naman siya sa credit card statement mo pag dumating siya. And there is also at risk of you losing na your credit card, including the points, cashback, and miles that you've earned. And during this time also, it has impacted your credit score already once credit bureaus would compute it. If you want to learn more about it, I've made a video here which you can click once you finish this video. And I also have a bunch of videos that's compiled on a single playlist, so ililink up ko rin siya dito. During this time, here are some things that you can do habang hindi pa umaabot sa isang collection agency yung credit card account mo. So of course, if you're able to pay it naman, just pay it in full and there will still be a chance for you to be able to still keep your credit card. Another tip also is that if you have 2 or more credit cards, you can inquire with the bank kung saan yung credit card mo say na mas maganda or basta yung preferred mo if meron sila or nag-offer sila ng balance transfer. So how balance transfer works is that the delinquent balance of your credit card will be transferred to your second credit card, yung sa mas maganda mong credit card, then with lower interest and monthly staggered payment. However, please note that usually on a balance transfer case, your other credit card or rather yung delinquent mo na credit card is highly likely to be subjected to deactivation already. And so another option naman is via the credit card amnesty program. And some banks are offering their own amnesty program, but in today's discussion, pag-uusapan natin yung amnesty program that was set up by the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, BDO, and bank members of the Credit Card Association of the Philippines. Ito yung tinatawag natin na Interbank Debt Relief Program or the IDRP to help delinquent credit cards like you na masettle yung overdue accounts ninyo. And basically, the IDRP is a repayment plan na kino-consolidate nila and nire-restructure nila yung iyong mga credit card debts. And the IDRP offers more affordable monthly amortization at mas mababa ang interest rates nila. And someone who has a credit card debt can have a maximum of 1.5% na interest rate for all credit card accounts and a longer repayment term, and maganda pa sa kanya as long as 10 years of payment. Ang maganda pa sa IDRP is that it's a manageable way to pay off all your credit card debts. And another good news also is that it will not negatively affect your credit score and your credit history. However, take note na may eligibility requirements ang IDRP. So number 1 is that for Filipino credit card holders lang siya. So for affamities, I'm very sorry. And another one is that you must have at least 1 credit card from 2 of the CCAP member banks. And the third one is that the unpaid credit card accounts should be active for at least 6 months with a minimum of 10,000 pesos outstanding balance per card and a total overdue balance of at least 100,000 pesos. And another requirement is that dapat hindi ka 66 years old and above. So I'm sorry, but if you're watching this, you know where your SSS and GSIS pension is going. But if you are 66 years old and above, you are required to have a co-maker or guarantor. Tapos again, dapat insufficient or no income source ka to cover the monthly amortization of the IDRP. And another requirement is that you should not have an IDRP application filed in the past 6 months. And dapat wala ka ring record of irresponsible use, misuse, and abuse of credit card, like if it's used for gambling, luxury, or extensive travel. So if you want to apply for a credit card amnesty program, contact your credit card bank and sabihin nyo lang na you want to apply for the IDRP. If it happens na you have multiple credit cards from different banks, the credit card provider with the highest combined outstanding balance will be the lead bank in processing your credit amnesty application. And tatawagan kayo nung lead bank na yon regarding the arrangements and yung application process. So meron silang ibibigay sa inyo na list of requirements. Also, when you're applying for a credit card amnesty under the IDRP, you have to declare all your outstanding balances and you can't apply only for a specific credit card. And so, just in case na ma-deny naman yung credit card amnesty application mo, you can apply again after 6 months. However, guys, here are some things that you should expect to happen when you apply for the IDRP. So, number 1, you will lose access to all of your existing credit cards, whether overdue or hindi. Kahit may good standing ka pa na credit card, there's a chance for you na malose mo yung access mo sa credit card mo na yon. And another one is that hindi ka rin pwedeng mag-apply for a new credit card or loans unless mabayaran mo ng buo yung utang mo. And another thing also is that lahat ng rewards, rebates, and miles all gone outside the window. And be careful also if you're applying for the IDRP kasi pag nag-miss ka ng 2 consecutive months, guys, 2 consecutive months, ibig sabihin magkasunod, your amnesty will be cancelled and considered in default. And when this happens, you cannot apply again for IDRP. So this part might be a bit emotionally heavy to some of you, but please listen carefully so that you would know what to do once collecting agencies have already started contacting you. So the first one is to know your rights. Under BSP Circular 454 Section 7, banks, credit card companies, collection agencies, counsels, and agents are prohibited from doing the following when collecting payments. So number 1 is that they're not allowed to threaten or harm you. And number 2, they cannot use derogatory or obscene language when talking to you. And the third one is hindi nila pwedeng i-disclose yung pangalan mo sa ibang tao. And number 4, they cannot give any threats to take action that cannot legally be taken. And number 5, they cannot use any false representation or deceptive means to acquire the credit card holder's information or get them to pay their debt. So ibig sabihin hindi sila pwedeng magsabi sa isang tao na magpanggap kang si ganto, si ganyan at para singilin ka. No, that's not allowed. And then the next one is that hindi rin pwedeng tumawag yung mga collecting agencies or yung mga agents sa inyo during unreasonable hours of the day. So yung hours na to ay past 10 p.m. or before 6 a.m. except kapag past due na ng 60 days or the card holder has given permission to be called during these times. So guys, if you encounter a debt collector doing these things, make sure to get their consent na i-record lahat ng conversations ninyo, whether it's phone calls, and i-document nyo din kung emails at saka texts. Ako, I definitely recommend na via email or via text para may paper trail kayo kaysa sa phone call unless you're able to record it naman, so go ahead. And in the case naman that you encounter unfair debt collection practices, i-report nyo lang sila agad sa bank ninyo so that they can do something about their collection agencies. So after knowing your rights, guys, the second thing that you can do is to arrange your payment with the collection agency. Usually, ang itatanong nila sa inyo is ano yung reason why you cannot pay your debt anymore and if magkano ang monthly salary mo. And from there, they can make a computation na kung magkano yung kailangan mong bayaran. But i-expect nyo na, guys, sobrang taga ka talaga if you're going to pay this and if you're going to take the collecting agency route. Kasi ako nun, 62.5% yung interest ko nun and dapat mabayaran ko siya within 1 year. So monthly, binabayaran ko siya. Now, in the case that you are not able to pay anymore due to financial hardship, collecting agencies will still try to contact you and remind you to pay for your bills on time. And ang mangyayari nga lang doon is that you have to renegotiate again with the collecting agency your payment terms. And in the case na kailangan mo siyang i-extend, it's high likely for you na mas tataas ulit yung kailangan mong bayaran. Again, tandaan ninyo, babayaran at babayaran nyo pa rin yan. Thank you very much for watching. If you find value on this video, please do not forget to smash the like button and also comment down below your credit card stories, and also subscribe to my channel and click the bell button beside it so that you will be notified when I have a new video. See you again soon. Peace out.